Hi, it's me, Derp, back again with another YouTube video. I know they're very few and far between. I've got school on, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I decided to, because it's Season of Spice, you know, brand new season, I decided to run Shadow Gliscor. And you might think, Shadow Gliscor? Why that in particular? Well, if you look at its typing, it's a ground flying type, and that's really good against likes of Bastiodon, can one-shot with Earthquake, Trevenant, Medicham, even Galarian Stunfisk struggles against it because of its part flying typing. So I thought, well, let's give it a go. I've got a decent rank one. So I paired it up with Registeel, which is newly buffed. It's insane. And Trevenant, which, like, I really enjoy using Trevenant. You can see mine's attack weighted. I'm probably going to build it for Ultra League when I get a better rank Great League one. But it does win CMP against other Trevenants, which can be quite handy for the mirror. So I think we may as well start looking at these battles. They're played in the Open Great League, and there's going to be one very cool battle in here. You'll notice when it comes to it. So Reggie into Ariados. This is a really favourable lead. Just want to look to go straight Zap Cannon here. They swap into Galarian Stunfisk, and I make a mistake. I bring in Gliscor. Now, I did say it beats Galarian Stunfisk. It can tank 2 Rock Slides, as you're going to see. But you've got to land the Earthquake, otherwise Wing Attacks and Night Slashes do literally nothing to the Stunfisk. So we're going to take both of these Rock Slides, getting us into the red, but because we are part flying, they cannot Mudshot us down. I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. They sneak in a Mudshot. I really hope they let this go. I don't know what happened there. Oh yeah, I accidentally... but basically they shielded. I got a nice, but they shielded. The Rock Slide is shielded on my end, and I'm hoping they let us get to another Earthquake, and they do. So I don't know what their plan is here, but they're going to have to shield this if they want to maintain switch advantage, which they do, and they throw. So this is fine by me. I'm going to let this go, and I'm probably going to come in with my my Registeel here. No, I'm going to come with Trevenant. It's an interesting play, and we're going to soak up one of these Rock Slides. Because I'm slightly attack weighted, you'll see 2 Rock Slides plus Mudshots more or less takes me out, which is one negative to not having a very defensive Trevenant. But we're going to go for the Shadow Ball. I don't expect them... They don't have any shields. Not that I don't expect them to, but they bring in a Ariados after we take them out. I'm going to catch a lunge on Registeel here. This is really nice for me. I've got plenty of energy loaded on the Trev. They bring in Swampert, and I don't mind this at all. Because they've got no shields, this Focus Blast, despite being debuffed, will hit for a significant amount of damage on the Swampert. This is really good. They're forced to throw an Earthquake. I'm not going to be shielding this move at all. Looks like they're going to go for the Hydro Cannon, which is a mistake, and they throw back to back. So, waste of energy on their part. Should have just gone straight to Earthquake. So this is really good. I'm bringing in Trev. I want to try and farm down, and I am able to farm this down. And then they bring in a Ariados. We don't care about you, Ariados. So we're just going to Shadow Ball you, take you out, and that is a GG in game 1. So as you can see, Gliscor put in a decent amount of work against the G-Fisk, forcing both shields, which, for a Spice pick, forcing 2 shields against Galarian Stunfisk is going to always be good. So... my phone was like overheating a bit during these battles, so you'll see that we get a bit of lag at the start of a couple of games. But Reg into Trev, now this is pretty unfavorable. Like with Zap Cannon, you'd need 2 moves anyway. Flash Cannon is this is probably the only case that I'd say Flash Cannon is a lot better, because I'm gonna have to shield the first Shadow Ball. I don't outpace because Zap Cannon's 80 energy, I believe. I'm going to throw the Zap Cannon, and they do shield, so we force a shield. I'm going to swap in my own Trevenant. This is a huge misplay, and I think I counted 6 here. Yeah, I counted, and it was a Shadow Ball, and they bring in Ninetales, and here, I should have baited. I think straight Seed Bomb was the play, but I went for the Shadow Ball, and they shielded, and this leaves me in an unfortunate scenario where I'm only going to be able to reach 1 Seed Bomb. At least we've baited out the Alolan Ninetales, and Gliscor does not need to see it. So we're going to bring in the Registeel. I'm expecting them to throw a Weather Ball about now, but they don't throw, so they probably didn't want me over-farming, and that's why they didn't throw. But I'm going to go for the Focus Blast to secure the KO here. They bring in the Trev, and I'm not sure what my play is here. I wanted to go for a move, but they are forced to throw the Shadow Ball here, which is pretty good. which takes me out. I've got Gliscor. I wonder how much energy they've got. And they tried to catch the Night Slash on Azumarill. So we're going to lose this game, but as you're going to see, look how much an Earthquake does to an XL Azumarill. That is 60%, more than 60% of its health gone from one Earthquake. I think that's why you should build a Shadow Gliscor. You know what I'm going to say? You should build a Shadow Gliscor, because this thing does so much damage. It's insane. But as you saw, we got taken out by the Hydro Pump, and that was a GG. So into the next battle. We have got Registeel lead into Sableye. Again, Sableye is probably the worst lead for this team, and the worst safe switch as well. We're going to see that in another battle, I think. We've just got to sort of take the first foul play, Zap Cannon, hope they shield, and swap into Gliscor, and hope they stay in. That's how I played it out a few times. But I think, okay, they do shield. I'm going to swap into Gliscor. And I bait out the Wall Rain, and yeah, you may think, oh, Wall Rain, it's double super effective, there's nothing I can do against this. But I'm going to tell you, Gliscor is a Wall Rain counter, confirmed. Because as you're going to see, we throw on CMP, I believe. What do they shield? They don't shield. Boom, that one-shots the Wall Rain. Gliscor is overpowered, and we reach a Night Slash versus Sableye. I thought this was the first game I played. I was like, this is great. This just showcases the power of Shadow Gliscor. We even get a shield. So this game no longer looks that bad for us, depending on what they've got in the back. So we're gonna no shield this, and I swapped into Trevenant. And actually, despite all the work Shadow Gliscor put in, this just shows how bad Sableye is for the Trevenant Registeel core. And they tried to catch a Stunfisk, and yeah, my poor Trevenant, 2 attack weighted for its own good. It's gonna die to a Rock Slide plus Mud Shots. And what I'd need to do here is leave with a Seed Bomb loaded to be able to take out the Sableye. So that's why you see me farming up, but no, can't farm up anymore. Gonna throw the Seed Bomb. But at this point, it's GG. So yeah, you saw how much, to be honest, that wasn't even Gliscor's fault. Gliscor is the spice pick, and it's putting in more work than the Registeel and the Trevenant in this battle. But yeah, into the next game. Yeah, let's see what we lead into. Registeel into Altaria. This is a really good matchup. Walling everything that Altaria can throw. They swap into G-Fisk, and I'm going to instantly swap into Trevenant. This is the correct play. I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, expecting a no-shield, because Galarian Stunfisks tend not to like to shield the first move, which they do no-shield, which is perfect. This puts it into Seed Bomb range. I'm going to let the Rock Slide go. The Earthquake. I don't know. We're at low ranks, early season, players of all skill levels, so you don't necessarily know if they're going to make the most optimal plays. But we're going to go for the Seed Bomb anyway. This takes it out. And they bring in the Altaria, and at this point, I think any damage is good damage. So I'm just going to go for the Seed Bomb here. Even though it's double resisted, I actually think this chips it. So we're going to be able to lock on it into Zap Cannon range, or near Zap Cannon range. They bring in Trevenant. I bring in Shadow Gliscor, and you can see Shadow Gliscor has got a really nice moveset to deal with Trevenant. So we're going to go for the Night Slash here, hoping for the boost. I don't think I boost in a single one of these battles, which is very unfortunate. They're going to resign the game. I think there was a case to be made they could have stayed in. They had a lot of energy on the Trevenant built up, but I don't know. That was their decision. Into the next game against Yonkus, and I was like, oh my god, wait, what? See me screenshot there, and like, because my phone's overheating like mad. He uses Malamar, so Malamar's a really spicy pick. I'm expecting a Yonkus video on Malamar. We're going to go, no shield this superpower. I expect him to dip, but he doesn't dip. So I'm going to go for the Zap Cannon. I expect a shield here, and I get a shield, which is okay. I'm really contemplating, because I'll survive this, but I don't want to be put too low to where he could snipe me with something. So I'm going to opt to shield that. And he's staying in, farming up. I tried to catch a superpower on Trevenant, but he sees it coming. And throws the foul play instead, which is just over half. And I'm going to throw my Seed Bomb. And I got the refund. But he brings in Lickitung. This XL Lickitung is going to go to town on my Trevenant. I'm going to be able to get to 2 Seed Bombs to chip it to about half health. But yeah, this does not look good for me. I'm in quite a rough spot. I think he lagged. No, he didn't. Just visual. And I hoped I'd get to another seed bomb, but it wouldn't have really mattered because we're still going to need a focus blast to take this out. And this is going to be a body slam. I no shield the body slam. And I farm up like 2 extra lock-ons, and it means he gets to another body slam, which I don't think makes too much of a difference, but that was a stupid play by me. I really didn't need that 1 extra lock-on of energy, because this just puts me into range where I could potentially be Psycho Cut it down. So I'm going to bring in Gliscor. It does bring in the Malamar. This is a difficult spot. I'm going to shield up this first foul play, but he's got so much energy on this Malamar, so it's going to unload another foul play onto me. So, he brings in XL Need Arena, and this thing is just going to make my Gliscor look like a fool. Really amazing. Shout out to Yonkers for bringing the spice where it should be brought in this season. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake. He shields it, and he's going to be able to take out my ground type. I thought he was going to BM farm me down, but Yonkers isn't like that. So he's going to throw the Poison Fang, take out the Gliscor. He's going to throw another Poison Fang and take out my Registeel. So GG's to Yonkers. I spoke to him on Twitter, said GG, and it was an honor to battle you. So yeah, that was like, I was freaking out like, oh no, wait, it's an amazing battler. But he did get the better of me. But into the next game, Registeel into Umbreon. So this is a pretty decent matchup. We've got Focus Blasts, and 2 Focus Blasts do kill an Umbreon. So we're just going to lock on away, counting, I believe, yeah, they're at 4. So it's 4-3 for the foul plays. So I'm expecting another foul play after 3 snarls. So I'm going to throw just as they do their second snarl. They no shield, which is good for me. They're at the next foul play, so I'm going to let this go. Foul plays really don't threaten Registeel that much. A Registeel is so thick. So 2, 3, 4. I farm up, and I throw the Zap Cannon here. My only reasoning for this was if they were to shield, I would be debuffing them, so that would mean that I'd be able to win back switch easier. So they're bringing a Medicham. I'm going to swap straight to Gliscor, and I bait out a Talonflame. Now this is really key. You're going to see Gliscor go to town on this Talonflame as well. So first Night Slash coming through. It's going to get a shield. Maybe not familiar with the moveset. I get to the second Night Slash 1 turn before they ideally throw their move. So Night Slash doesn't get a shield, very smart by my opponent, and they throw another 2 Incinerates. So I believe at this point they're at 100 energy, so I'm just happy to let this go. They Brave Bird me actually, which is a really strange play. I disagree with that. So I'm going to bring in my Registeel, force them to throw more energy before I reach a charge move. And now my Trevenant takes 1 Incinerate, but energy, loaded energy against this Medicham, and their only win con here is calling a Seed Bomb bait. So I'm going to shield everything here. I think this is just a power-up punch. Yeah, I probably didn't need to shield that, but hey well. Their only win con is to call a Seed Bomb, and do they call a Seed Bomb? No, because we just go straight Shadow Ball, and they let it go. So GG's to my opponent there. That was good recognizing of their win con at the end, but I think had they not thrown the Brave Bird onto my Gliscor unnecessarily, then they would have had a bigger chance in that game to win. So into the next battle, Registeel lead into Venusaur. Now this is good. I like, on paper it's a good matchup, but you're throwing 2 resisted charge moves, either Focus Blast or Zap Cannon. So I'm going to let the first Frenzy Plant go, and I'm going to go straight Zap Cannon here. Try and debuff their attack. Poor timing on my part. They sneak in a Vine Whip, which isn't ideal. Zap Cannon still does like 60%. Like, it's a respectable move. So I'm going to let this second Frenzy Plant go through. And they swap into Stunfisk, and again, I swapped into Gliscor, and at this point I'm thinking, oh no, they've got Sableye back, because that's a classic team, Venusaur, Sableye, G-Fisk. So I should have brought in Trevenant here, so it avoids the Sableye. So I'm like, oh no, I better lose this game now, don't I? So I'm going to let 2 Rock Slides go. At this point, I'm resigning to the fact that I need to Earthquake them to kill them. And are they going to shield this Earthquake? That is the question. Or are we getting a Boom? Boom! We one-shot the Galarian Stunfisk. That's really impressive. Again, I've played this for like a couple of hundred battles, probably. Not a couple hundred. Basically, for the past week, I've been playing this, and it's so fun. But yeah, you can see they don't have Sableye, they've got Bastiodon. So this is actually really good for me, because I can bring in my Registeel, and I'm going to throw a Focus Blast here. So we get the shield, probably. Yeah, we get the shield. And we're going to keep chipping away. I think they're at the move now. Yeah, they're at the move now. So I'm going to shield this. Even though I'm such low health, Smackdowns really aren't applying that much pressure. So shielding the Flamethrower isn't that bad for me here. So I time my move fairly well. Throw the second Focus Blast onto this Bastiodon, and I get the second shield. So this is going to be down to the wire. Can I get to the next Focus Blast before they smack me down? And they catch on the Venusaur. And yes, this is a good catch, but that gets rid of the Venusaur. I no longer need to worry about that. So I can bring in Trevenant here, shield up this Flamethrower, and this Bastiodon is more or less in Shadow Ball range after these Shadow Claws. So I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball here. I'm just praying they don't get to another move. I lost track of their energy. And one more Shadow Claw does take out the Bastiodon. GG's there. Again, it's just the Gligar in the mid-game absolutely decimating Galarian Stunfisk with the Earthquake. So impressive. Interesting in-game name here. We've got Registeel lead into Swampert, so this is pretty unfavourable. However, they need to land an Earthquake to kill me, so I'm happy to stay in, throw a Focus Blast. And honestly, the amount of Swamperts that I've seen, and barely any of them go for Earthquake straight away. So I'm just gonna... Oh, I shield. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, they Hydro Cannon. See, in hindsight, it's obvious to see. I bait out the Wall Rain, which is really good for my Gliscor. It doesn't have to see this. However, this is a pretty unfavourable matchup. So they did sneak in a Powder Snow, so they get to the move. They're at back-to-back +1, but they overfarm, which means I reach a Seed Bomb. And I'm hoping, if this is CMP, yeah, this is CMP, so that's really good. So they made a crucial mistake by overfarming one Powder Snow. Meant that I reached a second move, forced the second shield. So I'm going to bring in Registeel here. And I'm sort of like... I don't think Earthquake won't kill from this range, so I no shield. And they actually bait me with Icicle Spear, so that's really good for me. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to shield this, because Earthquake will kill, and Gliscor can't do anything, really, against a Wall Rain when it's not got energy. So I'm going to go for the Focus Blast here. And this isn't bad. I'll see what they've got on the back. They bring in the Swampert again. Oh, I make a crucial mistake in this game. So they throw the Hydro Cannon, but they've got so much energy. I'm reluctant to swap into Gliscor. I should have stayed in with Registeel and tried to get to the Focus Blast, but I didn't. And now I take a Hydro Cannon on Gliscor. And you see they've got Registeel in the back. I could have won this game. I believe, if I'd have been able to get to a Focus Blast on my own Registeel versus the Swampert. So that's really unfortunate there. They take me out with their Focus Blast, and that is a GG. I believe we have got one more battle. Yeah. Registeel into Sableye again. So this is another Sableye lead. Let's see how I play this out. So I'm going to stay in. 4, 5, 6. They're up there foul playing now. I'm going to probably... Yeah, I'm going to no-shield this. And I'm going to throw the Zap Cannon. So they're at 2. So I know I'll be outpaced when I swap out, but hopefully they shield. They don't shield this one, actually, so I'm still going to swap it to Gliscor. And I bait out the Azumarill, which is interesting. So I'm counting, and I'm actually able to throw my Earthquake, hopefully on CMP with that Ice Beam. The Earthquake lands, boom, that hits so hard. And yeah, I'm going to no-shield this because, yeah, I don't need Gliscor anymore. It's done its job, it's baited out the Azumarill. So I'm going to go for a really aggressive farm down with Trevenant here. Shield once and commit completely to the farm down. So we're going to leave with so much energy. Ice Beam shielded. And yeah, this Azumarill Bubble's really not doing anything. I expect the Sableye to come in. I'm going to throw the Seed Bomb here. Pressure a shield because they're low enough where it would kill. I'm going to throw another Seed Bomb. They snuck in a move there, and they snuck in a move again. So I'm going to swap into Reggie, hoping that they throw, but they don't. But they bring in a Galarian Stunfisk, and I see a Wincon here. I can Focus Blast this. And I just gotta pray that I'm going to be able to farm this thing down with Trevenant. So they're going to be forced to throw a move, which is good. It's the Rock Slide. Hopefully it kills, because I don't want this Stunfisk getting any extra farm. So it does kill. And I'm just going to no-shield this. I know I'm going to have to either shield another Rock Slide from the Stunfisk, or the Sableye. Oh no, I remember what I did here. So I shield this, and I expect them to combo play. I feel like they've got a foul play loaded. And I throw the Seed Bomb. I don't know why I did that. I threw the Seed Bomb, and it means, well, they did have a foul play loaded. So I was thinking a step ahead of the opponent, but too far ahead of the opponent, if you get what I mean. Which is really unfortunate. But yeah, that is the end of the battles. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe, share it with your friends. And yeah, I'm really happy with how Shadow Gliscor is working. I'm nearly ranked 20 now. So hopefully I can get a decent Ivy Libre. And just this season's going to be perfect for practicing and building my skills so I can hit Legend next season. So, peace out. Yeah.